Hello everyone. Hey, it's great to be back, and hopefully I actually mean it this time. I can only apologise for yesterday. I just came on stream and I just don't know. I was just looking at my stream and I literally just turned into a slideshow. I don't know what it was. It was like over Christmas I had really bad luck with streaming. I just don't know whether it's just my local area or someone else somewhere else nearby is streaming and just like causing. There's almost like a fight of whoever gets on first kind of gets a good internet. So that's why I sort of came on a bit earlier than I did yesterday. So yeah, no, it's great to be back. I know I've been away a little while. I've been doing some train things, been going up and down, putting them express trains. So yeah, no, it's great, excellent to be back. So yeah, hopefully just checking that everybody can hear me loud and clear. Just testing that. Yeah, excellent. I can hear myself on the stream, so that's good. So yeah, today we're watching something quite interesting. But I guess I should have a little warning, like a little trigger warning, because some people may get upset with some content that is coming today. We are watching the very first Channel Awesome feature-length movie, Kickassia. Channel Awesome, or that guy with the glasses. I think they like changing their name every couple of minutes. So you will remember this more from the early 2000s. Remember Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic? He had a website and he sort of had a whole ragtag of other reviewers on this website. And I mean, back in my youth when I was a younger tank engine, I will admit I actually spent a lot of time on this channel and I actually found some quite interesting content. And there's actually some people or some content I'm still subscribed to their channels to this day, and some people I'm not. Literally, I think for their first year anniversary, they did this sort of fight video where he fought the angry video game nerd, and sort of everybody on the website showed up to help him or help the nerd. I mean, it's a cute video. It's really nothing overly wrong with it. But all I'm going to say is this video, there's going to be a few controversial characters who have unfortunately come out about them, especially one of them. He's no longer with us, but unfortunately some quite nasty stuff he's allegedly done has come out. So I do understand if people may not want to watch certain things, and I just put this here that we do not agree with anything necessarily anyone has done in this video. We're just more watching it back to see this is the kind of content that we used to watch back in the day. Yeah, so Kickassia, to tell you the truth, I never liked this movie when it first came out. I remember they uploaded it in parts and I don't think I got beyond part 3. I can literally tell you the part I got up to. So literally this is going to be my first. I kind of know what goes on because it's been parodied and talked about so many times. But yeah, just to let you know, this movie's bad. This movie's terrible. Just saying too, there's a lot of people on here who have now nothing to do with Doug Walker or whatever channel he's making now. And just think those people, just understand those people have nothing. So yeah, they don't go ripping on them because they have nothing to do with this anymore. Right, I think we'll get ourselves into place. I have actually bought some popcorn. Oh, there we are. We got it nice and up. So sorry if I'm a bit slow reacting to chat. I'm literally having to look at my phone at the chat, so I may be a bit slow if anyone does say anything in the chat. So let's do this. There we are. Oh, awesome. It didn't crash. Let's have a look at this. So I guess I can point out all the people I actually used to watching this channel. Oh yeah, this place is a real place, by the way.
Located just outside of Reno.
This is not made up for the movie. This place.
It is a small speck of land.
I researched this before. It is literally just some guy made his own country.
It is technically considered a nation. It is run by a man named Kevin Barr, who has declared
yeah, this guy is real.
President of this land.
This guy is.
He has been called one curly short of the Three Stooges.
In a way, I wish that this movie was just about this guy and him creating the country. Maybe we should put a Kickstarter together and film that.
Simple, gentle land that is yet to subject
I wonder,
itself
but then
to
again,
the
he may be
intense,
traumatized by this
hostile
movie, so
violence.
maybe not want another movie about him.
That is where the nostalgia critic comes in.
Do do do. Look at that flag. Look at that stock image. Alright, I just imagine someone just went somewhere there. Oh, I need a stock image of people fighting. That's like something you've seen in an American history book. Like, dog walker must have his name first. Oh, the Spoony one. I never liked the Spoony one. I know it's going to be controversial with some people. I could never get into the Spoony one. I just... Everybody really, and even to this day, even though it's really sad that kind of what happened to him, I could just never get into the Spoony one's, like, videos. Like, I kind of respect, I respect the guy, he definitely had a fan base, and I can understand why people liked his videos, but I just always used to just get really annoyed. And he would show up a lot. This guy would show up a lot. You could see he was, like, Doug's, like, favourite person for a while. And it was always like, they were like, I think just Dr. Insano, they just thought was like some humongous cash cow. And you go to Comic-Con and there'd be like 1,000, like, you know those kids who dress up as Deadpool now? Or like the Joker and think they're the funniest person. I mean, we never talk about that. Okay, there is good Joker, don't get me wrong. There is good Joker cosplayers. There is good Deadpool cosplayers who do not annoy me. But I find those are the two cosplayers. You just get a guy who just thinks he's the funniest prat ever and just will not get out your heads, like out your face. And it's just the most, it's such a shame because I really love the Joker, I really love Deadpool as a character, and it's kind of sad just to see both their characters. And that was kind of for a while their new sort of thing was Dr. Insano, because the character was just like I just remember once talking to this really cool cosplayer who was quite shy, and these Dr. Insano cosplayers sort of just came up to us and just wouldn't go away, and it kind of thingied away this shy cosplayer, and I was so sad because I just didn't get to talk to him much, and it was kind of like this second-hand embarrassment kind of caused like me from talking to him. He was like one of the coolest cosplayers ever. I wish I had a hat like that. Actually, I think I do somewhere. At some point. Probably not as nice. Probably like a... I should get a military outfit. Do you think I should get a military outfit? When we do a new outfit, maybe that's one of the things. Get like a little military hat like he has. And my funnel can still be coming out of it. You may notice you see on my head, it's actually a train funnel. Oh god, dog, you're just like... Oh yeah, I got popcorn. I think we're going to need popcorn to get through this. So I do plan to watch all 3 of these movies and some of the other Notorious Doug stuff. I'm telling you now, I'm not looking forward to the 3rd movie. I like this guy's like made a career reviewing bad movies. And he's just kind of like, no, I got to make a bad movie now.
And take it as our own. Now, don't get any bright ideas. Don't try to fight back or anything like that. My army is quite literally unstoppable, undefeatable, and...
So I will admit, I was a humongous Dog Walker fanboy. Girl. I mean, girl. Fan train. When I was a younger tank engineer. I just, like, literally, most of the material, Doug, mate, I was like, every week, it was like Thursday when he'd upload, I would be on that website going, I need my weekly coast of Doug Walker. And, okay, I remember, this was when I was at uni, I remember it was the week he was supposed to be doing Good Burger, and I was in Germany, and I remember finding, like, a computer with, like, the internet on it in this random, like, random museum. And what I did was I was sitting there watching the Good Burger, and I think I had some headphones, so I had the headphones on, and I was watching it, all good. So I'm in the middle of Germany, and At one point he was making a joke that it's like, oh, this guy's a bit of a Hitler. And it kept cutting to footage of Hitler. And I'm just right in the middle of this public thing in Germany. Like, public museum in Germany. Why is footage of Hitler plays? And I'm just like ridiculously trying to like skip the videos every time. And I think it's like 3 times. And they're like, oh, God damn it, stop doing it. You're going to get me a... Luckily nobody came over and saw it. But it was just really awkward.
Yeah, what does its time mean? What? I don't know, you just call
I never watched Fayless's videos. I just remember him getting pushed a lot on Doug's videos. I know a lot of, I think Fayless is like, I remember watching one of his videos saying he was like, all the stuff Doug did.
Hey, yeah, what's this It's Time
I
thing
watched a
you're
bit
talking
of
about?
a nostalgia chick.
No?
I remember she had this friend that she insisted of having in every video, and she just got really annoying. Oh god, it's the Spoody one. Those who don't know what's happened to this guy, he had a humongous mental breakdown, and he was supposed to make a movie himself. It shows you what these movies are doing to these people. Ah, someone else I don't like. I never got into Angry Joe either. I could never get into Angry Joe. I just never liked his videos either. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's done very well for himself. That's just my own opinion. There's so many video game reviewers out there. Linkara can never get into his comic book videos, but his history of Power Rangers are really good.
Hi, still running on confused here. Look, it's hard to
Yeah, she had this friend who just wanted to, almost felt like, you know, you have that one friend who's like, I really want to be in all your videos.
I'll fly you there.
Kind of like my manager. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking, manager.
Fail guy.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
Yes. Hello? 3:23 p.m. Go away. Hey, Cinema Snap.
Oh god, that's... Oh, it's the one guy who stuck with Doug after all the drama.
Shut up.
I'm still shocked
Believe it or not, Sean.
that he was more loyal than Joe and Linkara. Because Joe and Linkara always seemed really loyal to Doug. And I'm still shocked to this day. Like, I thought Linkara would die on that. Like, Angry Joe could kind of understand he has kind of broke out by himself. He didn't... I could see him saying, I don't need the drama. I can drop Dog in the fight, you know. But Linkara...
Hello?
I don't even remember who that is.
We are taking over Malassia.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'd love to, Critic, but I'm a little busy right
Was
now.
that Mr. Miss Gamer? I half
Yeah, I
remember
kinda
that.
got sucked into my
She just, like,
Nintendo game.
disappeared.
Freak accident. Now I have to defeat the Mother Brain, restore order to the kingdom. And Link's been acting kind of like a jerk.
It's like, no, we can't even get, like, animated.
Oh, 3:24 p.m. Okay, look, I'm putting everybody on speakerphone. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. I mean, yes. Look, we're taking over the
What?
land of Malassia. I'm flying you all out to Nevada so we can prepare for the invasion.
We're gonna fly you all out for a week and we're going to make this movie and I'm gonna torture you all. Yeah, that,
You didn't see that one coming.
there is a controversial character there.
I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I loved that guy. I loved his channel. Oh, it was so weird seeing Hamson Tom after. I didn't even know the Screw Attack drama happened. So, like, I think it was the first one of these, the battle video where he's just there. All of a sudden, I'm like, what's Hamson Tom doing here? And he's not with Stuttering Craig. And I just found out, it's like, no, Stuttering Craig just screwed Hamson Tom out of Screw Attack. I was like, wow, I haven't really paid attention to Screw Attack. I didn't even notice Tom was gone.
I mean, okay, I was before, but that was the past.
They can't. I think they're just like trying to force Doctor Insano.
Okay, I'm good.
One of the reasons I probably didn't like this movie. I half remember this guy. But I swear he's only in this one. He's not in any of the others.
All right.
He's just another guy who just totally disappeared.
Sure as hell hope so. We can't fit any more people in this room. My God, where's he been?
It's like he's just a JPEG.
You're sitting.
No, well, yeah, no, that was like his stick. He was, he's like meant to be an 8-bit character.
Any of us have ever done before. We are going to take over the land of Malassia.
Why?
What?
Why are we taking
Oh my god,
over
it's still so
Malassia?
thingy considering
Isn't
that
it
she's
barely an
like one of the
land?
most like anti-Doug people now.
Do you think anyone else here honestly has
I think most of the girls in this are like really just.
Fact is that
I mean, that's one of Doug's main problems. He just treats girls really badly.
Haven't you ever wanted to rule your own nation? Does SimCity count? This is our chance to finally
Yeah,
to create
those who
an
don't
empire
know,
unlike any other. But it's only an
Drew
acre of
Oreo
land. What
is
do we do with
the
an acre of land?
character
What can we
person.
do with an acre of land? People
Also, there was another British guy who was as popular film brain, but he was never in any of these. And also Guru Larry, who we mentioned in or watched in last week's video, he was on this website, and he's actually one of the 2 people still on this website, and they still don't invite him to stuff. Oh, he is totally on it. I actually have spoke to Larry about it, and he has even said he's only on it because of to literally troll. He's literally there to troll. He has no interest. He has no interest in being there. And he literally says, like, Doug doesn't even pay any attention to him still. And he's like one of 2 people he has still on his like channel. So, I should tell this story. I was actually lucky enough, or unlucky enough, to actually meet Doug. And him. I actually met him as well, Film Brain. He actually did come to the United Kingdom only once. And he decided to go to the worst convention the United Kingdom has, which is a little convention known as Alcon. If you don't know why Alcon is controversial, you may want to look it up. But to tell you the shortened version, it has a very, very notorious owner who has been alleged of doing stuff. I will be careful because I'm not joking. This guy literally will take down anything, and the videos that get taken down are the ones where you actually say the thing. But even if somehow those aren't true, he has done a load of other terrible shit. He literally always skimped on his con. He'd always have like the most crappiest venue and just shove everyone in. And it was like Doug was at this con, and I just sort of decided to bite my pride and just sort of go. And I just remember that as in the Alpha one. It's just like an 8-bit Mickey. Whatever happened to 8-bit Mickey? We should look that up. Whatever happened to an 8-bit Mickey? I'm sure he's somewhere going, an 8-bit Mickey.
What do you think?
This guy's just nuts. As I said, this is like the best part of the movie. It's just this guy. He's getting changed. This guy knows comedy.
I say we keep our defenses high, but not worry too much about it.
So yeah, so I went. Okay, and that was the thing, because I remember like Doug's put on his Twitter, it was like, see you all in London, and this convention was like in Leicester. And I was like, oh dear, Doug, I think you're... And I think this is the thing with the Yanks, they think London is just... The entirety of it, it's like Hong Kong. When you say Hong Kong, it's just Hong Kong City. That is all... I think there's like a few islands just outside of Hong Kong, but literally, you're not too far from Hong Kong when you're in Hong Kong. No, England! London isn't all of England. We actually have a few cities. Like, going to Leicester is like a good, 2-hour trip. The messed up thing is you probably can get back to London from bigger cities faster, but it's just that Leicester doesn't have as many fast link train links. So like, oh, see you all in London. And I went to this panel, and it was actually quite a good panel, but it was just a shame because it was in this cramped room, and it was a movies that essentially you disagree on, and sort of you could put your argument forward why a film is overrated or underrated. And this one guy just would not shut up, saying that he thought Spirited Away was overrated, and literally killed about 10 minutes. And the panel was already 50 minutes, so literally we had to listen to one guy go on about how he hated the parents in Spirited Away. Which, okay, he was like, you make a point, and even Doug said, yeah, dumbass characters exist in movies, and it's understandable, and okay, so this is the only funny guy in the movie. Every scene that's good has this guy in it. 8-bit Mickey too. Okay, an 8-bit Mickey. 8-bit Mickey is underrated.
Didn't work. Didn't you have
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I just like the fact he had like takes the piss out of stuff like Full House, and he's like to say, "Well, that didn't work." You'd expect him to go, "Bomb, bomb, bomb." Ah!
You can't just do that, critic. You have to plan these things out. You have to have a strategy, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that takes hard work. Hard work that we do not have. I declare this sucking.
Me too. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Oh.
This is balls. Wait! Do you dare leave now in your moment of victory?
Yeah, then the movie's over.
Leave you, critic.
I know that.
This is the thing. He just writes everyone really. He was never that creepy in his own videos, and this has been a criticism by a lot of the people. They said when he wrote the movie, he just wrote everybody as himself.
They see they're coming.
So like this guy Benzai's different. He's like just wanting to remember his old videos. Everybody sort of just acts like a more insane version of themselves. They just never, like, he's never sat down and watched their videos. They all are just nostalgia critic. This is the stuff nostalgia critic would normally say. Imagine getting like flown out like that. They're like, "No, we're just going to use JPEGs of you." Probably that's why they flew him out. They're like, "We don't actually have to fly you out. Just send us some JPEGs." I remember I go to a convention in France and Benzai. I think he left years and years and years and years ago. I think this is the only one he's in as well. And you could actually meet him at this convention. I kind of sad I didn't go and meet him. I remember watching his videos and enjoying it. But I mean, a lot of them were in French. And I don't know French, so unfortunately I couldn't watch it. I remember enjoying the stuff he did in English. It's a JoJo reference! I know, that isn't just from JoJo. That hat isn't just from JoJo. I know he's dressing as a delinquent. See, I think the other thing is that a lot of this, you need to... I don't think it's so bad in this one, but the later ones, they just put loads of in-jokes for, like, everybody's, like, review, like, running gags. Okay, that's kind of funny. I actually own that Sentai. I know where she got that from. It's like the Japan equivalent to the pound shop. It's called like what's it called? I had it in the tip. It's like then there's like they actually have it in other countries, and they just sell really really cheap stuff. But as it's Japan, it's way nicer than the cheap stuff we have here. I think he's that lazy at editing it. He can't even take like. The two can be continued in part 2. Part 2, Battle Tendencies.
Is everyone preparing for battle?
They are, Spoonie. You know, Spoonie, you would really help the team out if you were to, well, you know.
Summon him?
It would just be this one, Spoonie. Just this once.
I mean, that's the thing. And this is what I remember watching reviews of this. I didn't really watch Spoonie one. This is another thing he doesn't understand, is that Dr. Insano is not the Spoonie one's, like, alter ego. It's like another character.
All you need to do is set him free.
And that's how just badly he, like... Probably the Spoonie one's just like, oh, I'm happy to be here, and, like, didn't correct him on the mistake. But it's kind of like, no, Dr. Insano's like... I think later on it's thinking, oh no, Dr. Insano's just another... Okay, I admit it, I didn't watch... I barely watched any, like, the Spoonie ones I saw weren't good. And I think I made it short on purpose not to watch any with Dr. Insano. Like, Dr. Insano just annoyed the heck out of me.
I left the madness behind me a long time ago. You'll find none of it left here.
Sometimes we all need...
Oh, Dice Go, that was it was called. Dice Go. Someone's corrected me. It's Dice Go I was thinking of. She got that mask from Dice Go in Japan. I had like the whole Sentai set, the like, as it's based on Go Ranger, the original Sentai that never had an English version, because the Sentai that became Power Rangers was like the 16th season of Super Sentai. Ah, the best character's back. That Super Scope or the Mega Drive version? Oh yeah, they both got the Sentai. Because he dresses Bison from the Street Fighter. The Street Fighter review.
Just a heads up, guys. Molossia might be under attack in a couple minutes or so.
Lord Cat,
He's like the best character in the movie. Like I don't know, I'm just way more convinced by his acting than anyone else. They should have got this guy to be on the website. He should have just like reviewed stuff. Yeah, this has been made like 5 years later. I'm pretty sure that he would be feeling in the JoJo references. Yeah, so after this panel and after like it got rushed,
First of all, it's Thalus, not Phallus.
and
The guy standing right there looking at you. Why don't you send the signal yourself?
this panel got rushed. I like went to go meet Doug Walker afterwards. I mean, he's a really nice guy, and I actually have took down his signed print, but I haven't destroyed it. There has been other controversial characters I had signed stuff from, and I have actually destroyed their signed stuff because I'm just like, yeah, I really don't want it in my collection anymore. And like, yeah, I just took it. And I was thinking about destroying it, but I was just a bit like, I'll just like, I think even museums do stuff like that. Controversial items sometimes they'll just put in the back somewhere, and I kind of did that with his sign print. Like, maybe one day I'll feel a bit differently about it. And yeah, he was actually really nice. He actually did apologise for the whole London thing. I mean, this convention was terrible. This convention was... The only people who have a good time... Only people who ever had a good time at Alcon were the people who went with a load of friends and they spent 99% of the time... It's the bit they're like, the guy didn't have to pay to come. It's just people getting drunk in their hotel. That is like any like things on the videos that I've watched. It's just people sitting in their hotel room getting drunk. Luckily, I think Alcon is pretty much dead now. I've heard literally very recently the allegations that come out. Literally nobody supports it anymore. It was weird because I got into a load of drama with a load of like internet people. I'm not going to name them here. I was actually talking about manager about it, and manager actually told me not to mention their names. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll feel a bit braver one day to mention the names. Who I got. And I will admit it, Doug was pretty pro. He never got involved in it. All I'm going to say is these people were like real patriots of this con. And I think it was kind of a case that really this con was the only con that really paid them loads of attention. So it was kind of in their best interest. But it came out that certain people later on, that certain people may have known about certain things. And they were still telling their fan bases to go. But as I said, I've decided I'm not going to get onto it in this stream. Certain people actually oh god, I remember this character now. I just, where did he go? Chester A. Bum. Yeah, see, that was made a few years later. It'd be like, stop, Platinum! See, JoJo's just ruined pop culture. Okay, that's actually a funny joke. That's actually a funny joke, not from the... That's actually... This is... Okay, you've actually genuinely made me laugh. That isn't the guy from the last... Oh. I mean, they're kind of killing the joke now, but it was. I'll give him that. I'll give him a point. Train, yes. It's a train like me. I feel bad for it. Oh, I just cringe any time Wario's on screen after knowing what he's allegedly done. Of course, he's no longer with us to defend himself, but it sounds bad. I don't think I'm really going to try and get into Wario. I'm just going to sort of leave it here. Okay, that was kind of funny. Yay, the best character is back. I'm just going to leave it here with Wario. I really just don't feel comfortable talking about him. I think for the rest of this review, I'm really just not going to acknowledge him. I'm not really going to overly... I will say this, I did watch his videos back in the day, and that was before I knew about anything about any allegations. Of course, it was way after he'd passed away that any allegations had come out. As I said, anyone, you can have your own opinions on Wario. As I said, I'm really just going to leave at this. I think we're not going to mention Wario at any point after this.
Don't get me.
He's like, I'm a JPEG.
Like me when I'm angry.
But I remember this guy, and he just disappeared. I just want to know where he is now. I remember just reading, and that was the thing. It'd be like, oh wow, he's real now. They actually paid for him to come. I remember he was one of the smaller channels. It's kind of nice to give him one of the smaller channels a... I mean, I'm pretty sure he does not appear in any of the other reviews. Or any other movies. Okay, yeah. I have another weird Mandela effect. I swear when I first watched this movie, there was a scene where he calls chick with glasses, or goggles, that was her name. She was one of the runner-up in the nostalgia chick contest to be the nostalgia chick. And I swear there was a scene where he calls her up going, yo, chick with goggles, like, come over, like, come. I may have been thinking of another total other thing. I swear that was cut out. That's so weird. I remember liking chicks with goggles. I wonder what she's up to today, these days.
Hand over Malasia and nobody gets hurt.
I'm not the president. I'm Fritz von Baugh, Minister of Making Things Orderly.
But it's so obviously you.
Yes, I get that a lot. But the fact is, we're two totally different people.
Okay, well, where's the president?
Oh, he's gone. Flew right out the door.
So, you mean we won?
It looks that way, yes.
Malasia has been conquered! A new dawn of government is upon us! My friends, this is indeed a great day. We have given birth to a new nation!
Awkwardness.
And a new democracy to live by! Why a democracy? Because I say so. And I will be your president! Nostalgia Chick will be your vice president! And the rest will figure out at another time! Another time!
I reckon Nostalgia Chick just showed up drinking. She just showed up drinking. She's just like, oh, I'm just tired of this shit.
That's a good idea. It's like everyone's equal.
Yes!
I just heard that drunk in there. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at her. She looks like she does not want to be here.
yourself.
Oh, look at Vtuber. Vtuber's like really. He's just like, what if they look so happy?
We have given birth to kick-ass.
You can see the ones who are just like, I am totally tired of this shit. I'm only doing this because it like puts me in a good place with like this website. And then it's just the ones you could just really see like, look at Brad. Brad's the same. He's like, yeah, I'm always gonna be with you, Doug. So I got through this one. I remember getting through this one. Hey there.
Dateline, kick-ass.
Hey, Happa-chan plays.
New Predicatarium. Confidence is high as a stool and proud
We're watching
nation is long and hard.
the really terrible movie Kickassia,
I'm Chris Larios from Transnational
and
Awesome News. Here in the nation
we're just
for
commenting on
Windows
how
and
bad it
Valencia.
is.
But now I'm
Don't worry, I actually
Chris
do play
Larios.
video games most of
But
the
it's not
time.
easy to establish a government
We just like
program.
watching bad movies
Kickassia is
sometimes.
fortunate to have hard-working
I kind of
individuals
wanted to
make
chill
their
stream
machines
because I've been busy on the rail, pumping up and down on the express train. So yeah,
I have a lot of video games I can trade. Some NES, some Super Nintendo, some Sega Genesis, and we're hoping that we can trade them with other nations for goods and valuables.
Do you really think other nations
Feels like the
trade
car
goods
boots.
and valuables just for video games?
Oh, sure, China would sell 20% of its military just for a copy of Marble Madness. So I guess it's pretty rare down there.
everything's rare in China because they didn't release any Nintendo stuff down there until recently.
Shows the public that everything is well protected.
It's true that we are a small nation and therefore more prone to attacks, but we have a good drill sergeant who knows how to keep up the men's morale.
Stand up straight! Tuck in your shirt! Stop being so tall! Did you say something? Oh God, no. I'm definitely afraid of you.
Yeah, 8-Bit Mickey's like the best actor.
Yes, indeed.
Now there have been a few reports that you're in fact a little gun.
Yeah, just been busy. I said getting up and down the railway, and yeah, I just need a little rest.
What do you mean you can't understand me?
I just been working and working. So this time of year, I normally go off to an anime convention, and unfortunately, it can't be on this year. So it's normally what I sort of, where I relax and chill.
You think you got it, bruv? I've had a time bomb strapped to my body and was blown into two separate pieces. There's not enough stitches in the world to recover from.
Look at that phone. It just shows, you want to know how old something is, you just look at the phones they have. If it's a flip phone, it's like over 5 years old. I don't know, probably about over 10 years old. When was the last time you saw a flip phone? Unironically.
That's why I came up with a muscle-bound ice cream cone carrying machine guns and shooting laser beams out his eyes. Because when people look at that, all they can say is, kick ass.
Well, looks like you guys haven't put on a flagpole yet.
I never could get into him either.
Sure how to get their flag down and ours up, so we're just
I did watch some of his like reaction videos when he goes to midnight screenings.
He's not Chris. He's definitely not.
I just miss Hampson. I miss the old Screw Attack days.
And there's also
That's just a website I just really miss.
Lee from Still Gaming has taken over as head of the environmental
That was
protection
called Still
agency.
Gaming.
Tommy Lee, what is your plan for saving all the cute little bunnies?
I should go and look that up after. Remind me, manager, to look up Still Gaming.
I can move with fluid motion. I can touch. I can feel.
I needed to see where this guy went.
Time.
I remember watching his videos and it being like, passable. Whenever video game stuff, there is so many people doing video game stuff. It's such a huge market now.
Take Sage, for example. He is making sure that everyone is in good shape, acting as Kickassia's Surgeon General.
In my short time as Surgeon General here at Kickassia, I've made two amazing medical discoveries. One, when holding an Uzi, you will not die.
This guy movie loves to talk about
I'm
guns.
holding one, and I'm alive.
So it's like half the movie is just people swinging a gun around.
And exercise does not have build a healthy body. So that's why I
What was it with
encourage
Yanks and
everyone here
guns?
to start smoking.
I don't remember it. I just really just don't get.
Smoking does
I don't want to tie like that.
body and prevent cancer, especially pregnant women.
Your studies show that.
Oh yes, it's right here on this chart.
What?
What do you know? Had the darn thing upside down.
Doi.
Ooh, that's hilarious. But not everyone in Kickassia is questionably insane. Take, for example, Paul, the local shock jock radio DJ. And while the big wigs up on the
I can't even remember this guy. What did this guy make? I'm trying to remember what this guy made.
With oppression, with taxation, with sexual repression. Don't get me even started on the sexual repression. Take a stand, people. Oppose the...
But I just don't remember, like even the still gaming stuff, I can remember because it was quite, you know, the idea that he is just this 8-bit character. That was interesting, like stuck in my mind. It's like,
It makes them feel better about themselves.
watches just kicked it. I just don't remember what this guy did. Like all the others, I can about remember.
The Morales Spoonie, who is now head officer for science.
Oh yeah, Spoonie. I didn't like Spoonie, but I can still tell you what he did.
The science department. In fact, the original space program was just a stomp rocket. But I'm certain we can get things to a more legitimate level. Hey, won't you
He really thinks he's gonna get to space with that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you want the goggles and the...
No! I was before, but that was the past.
Well, there's some in this nation who still do well to keep order and justice
Oh.
in hand.
Something tells me Dr. Insano's going to show up soon, and I'm going to be annoyed on stream.
Well, it's all about surprise to fool our enemy. We are trying to find those who are best able to...
We just start making a list of characters I don't like. I know the Cranker Sisters are definitely at the top of that list,
For camouflage.
but
Isn't that right?
Dr. Insano is also going to go on that list.
Well, do you really think stealth and surprise are going to be enough to keep your enemies on their toes?
Oh, yes, it's all about illusion. For example, I'm not even in front of you.
What?
Oh, very good. Well, we all know
Wait,
what
Linkara
goes
made a
on
movie as
outside
well.
the government
Never
building.
watched it.
Let's see what goes on inside the government building. Ow! Sorry. This is
That's
Secretary
okay.
of State
Good to see you here,
Famous. What is a normal
Haka-chan.
Well, mostly I come up
Hopefully,
with
it was nice to meet you on Twitter today. Hopefully, we can catch up. You can PM me on or DM me or whatever it's called on Twitter. We can talk about future collabs in the future. But thanks for copying by on the stream.
But in the case of the nostalgia chick, that is not so.
Well, he is a maverick to say the least, but no matter what his decision might be and whatever way
Oh,
you
she's
disagree
doing a
on it,
parody of that.
stand right
Ah,
by
I've even forgotten her name.
What issues do you
It shows you how old this movie is. It's like this person isn't even relevant anymore.
You've had foreign policy experience with Nevada.
Ah, it was that lady who was trying to be vice president.
Well, if you look right outside,
That
the
one
man is
time.
right out there, you can see it from right here.
Indeed. And
The
where do
really
you
dumb
get
one.
your information on current events? Do you read the papers or
Yes, that's it. I read the papers.
which ones?
All of them. Ish.
Well, there's also talk that
Was
the
it Sarah
nostalgia
Palin or
critic wants to
something?
push for more regulation
Or am I
and
thinking of
more
someone
tests.
totally
Which way
different?
has he wanted more that you haven't agreed with?
Oh,
He really does not age
Actually,
well.
no, I don't.
well, when I find an answer, I'll get it right back to you.
Yeah, it's Sarah Palin. It is Sarah Palin. Thank you, manager. Thank you, manager, for reminding me.
But recently you've been labeled an idiotic dumbass who's trying to play naive and innocent in order to sneak into the president's seat. What's your opinion on that?
This world is full of cruel, cold-hearted people. They don't maintain the same standard of niceness that I try to maintain. Am I not nice?
Yes. You are
No, I remember she was a thing for a while, and nobody talks about her anymore.
idiotic, dumb arts part I just mentioned.
I would presume that it's because I'm a woman and prejudice is alive and well in this world.
But Ma's gone as a woman.
Sure she is, and I'm the tooth fairy.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, an interview with the
Oh yeah, like Doug has to hype. Like Doug has to have the hype train.
Nostalgia critic.
Greetings, Chris.
Mr. Critic, what are your plans now for this new glorious nation?
Well, first we plan on taking over the neighbors down the street. We've sent them pamphlets. Then we plan on taking over Nevada, America, and then the world.
And how do you plan on accomplishing this exactly?
A gentleman never tells, but I can give you a hint.
He's probably saying something like that. That you put it on a list.
Indeed. But Mr.
Like,
Critic,
listen, just the
you
government
keep
trying to watch
the
you.
old president of this country alive and working for you.
Oh, that's not the president. That's Fritz von Baum, Minister of Keeping Things Orderly. I don't know. I'm going with it.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Critic.
Not at all, Chris.
Oh, and one more thing.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna talk like that for the rest of the movie.
Diabolical plan is to take over the world?
Naturally.
Okay, there's a scene in the Street Fighter movie where they say, take over the world, and he turns around and goes, of course! This is what they're referencing. And every time he turns around, he doesn't say, of course.
Mr. Critic, do you someday plan on being bigger than God? That question you can definitely say yes. Say, Critic, do you get a lot of pussy with that outfit? Of course. Thank you. This has been
Oh wow, that was tedious.
from Kickassia.
This is like a just interesting time capsule of the internet.
Say, critic, our financial situation isn't looking good. Of the money
Just like when you ended the show and made that god awful demo reel and were forced to make the starter video again because you'd have gone bankrupt if you hadn't.
stuff, we got it.
I have a new rule. Every day at 4 o'clock p.m. shall be Hogan's Heroes time.
Oh, this is about where I got up to.
Watch as Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah, this is where I just gave up. This is where super fan train Tina gave up. It was just like the Hogan hero part. I don't even know what Hogan. Someone write to me and tell me what Hogan's hero is. But I just remember this part of just being bored. Just be like, yeah, this movie's boring. But that was it. They're releasing it as parts.
Wait, I have an idea. What could that be? To increase our financial status, we shall charge for tourism. T-shirts, postcards, think of it, Bayless. Then make it so. I have spoken.
Why do you let him think your ideas like that?
I don't know, because he's the president and stuff.
Well, wouldn't you like to know what that's like?
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't you?
His fader's still going. I need to check that. I know he's still going.
Excellent. Do they have the little beer holders on the side?
They sure do.
Cool.
But it's just the thing is, he never acts like that in any of his videos.
Pals, right? Huh? We're pals?
Yes, Film Brain. We are.
Film Brain has never acted like this.
Yeah, because this is what pals do, right? You sit on sofas and watch Hogan's Heroes and stuff, right?
The things you have just said are true.
Say,
What's this Hogan Heroes? Someone tell me what Hogan Heroes is.
would you like to do a cameo and
Film reviews? We do not do film reviews anymore.
we don't? Well, what do we do?
We sit back and acknowledge the fact that we have our own nation.
Oh, how long do we do that for?
Forever, Film Brain. Forever.
What?
Say, do you ever get tired of doing that voice?
Nonsense.
It's still weird watching this knowing that literally all these people are just falling out so badly. They would never want to be in the same room. Like literally him and Doug, probably the only two people out of any of these people who would still want to work together.
We've got no money because Nostalgia Dickless over there won't do anything.
I'm sure he's building up to something.
Like what? Watching more Hogan's Heroes?
See, just someone was like, Hogan
He
Heroes.
does nothing. It's like the job of a president is to be removed from
It just sounds like a
reality while everyone else does
superhero
the
version of Hulk Hogan. Hogan Hero. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. And I'm pretty sure it's not that. I'm pretty sure it's not that. Because Hulk Hogan already had some, like,
If you know you're
cartoon show.
why couldn't you be president? Hey, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sure you both know what you're doing.
Alright, men. You make wonderful agents as well as soldiers. But today, we're going to teach you the element of surprise. Surprise!
Oh, so it's an American comedy.
You're learning.
So it's a.
Solely
It seems
for
like an
our
American. Ah, so it's like a comedy. A comedy. Oh, so I guess it would be like me saying, "Oh, I'm watching Dad's Army." Okay, thank you, manager. God, I do know they actually attempted to make an American version of Dad's Army, but they just realised that there was never really a American Home Guard like there was in England. So just the show just didn't work because there never was this sort of really underfunded, really understaffed, really thingied organisation that people go, oh yeah, that existed. Part 4. Diamond is unbreakable. God damn it, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Why must you force yourself into
How about I
everything?
make you some tea there, Mr. President?
Why, yes, Mrs. Vice President, that'd be wonderful.
I wish we could watch Dad's Army on stream. I'm pretty sure the BBC would shut the heck down.
You seem like the nicest person.
Does this be the sad thing? It's like, the stuff we can watch on stream is really limited.
I mean, you're so good at making people feel at home. Lowering their defenses, making it feel like they have nothing to worry about.
Like, copyrights these days are so...
Tea
Oh.
there?
Yes, of course. Say, is it me or does this tea smell a little, poisony?
Oh, it's just an herbal fusion. Drink your tea, honey.
Oh.
Of course.
I may have actually got up to this part. I remember
Later.
up to the Hogan Hero parts and just being like, they could have continuously make jokes about Hogan too.
I don't feel it's tea without cream, really.
You know what they put in that cream? They put all sorts of hormones and antibiotics in it.
Yeah, but that just makes me like it more. It's just, cream makes a big difference for me.
Trying to put the damn cream in it. President, you can smell it. Kill the guy. Here's your tea.
Oh, thank you so much, hon.
Drink it.
Wait a minute. That's right. I can't stand tea.
Oh, the comedy in this is horrible.
You bitch.
I got it.
This is like,
So lucky
this
to
is
have a vice
anti-comedy.
president like you. You know, not every vice president would get their president tea.
Yeah, that's the thing at the time. All these people's videos were good. They were funny. So them all coming together should be the funniest thing ever. And it's not. It's just, it's just so anti-humour.
She's so quirky.
Yeah, I'd love to watch Only Fools and Horses as well.
Boy, it's so great to be back here in this crowded, cramped hotel room again. I wonder if it's still impossible for me to stretch my arms. I can't! Happy birthday to me!
He could have tried. He could have stood up.
Okay, now what exactly is going on here?
A whole lot of shit is going down, Snob. Tell him about it, Lee.
Lee?
Have you ever felt the motion of water pour down your three-dimensional organs? I have. And it is miraculous.
Alright, Lord Cat, fill him in.
We found a
Jesus
receipt for 20 tons of dynamite paid for by the nostalgic.
Okay, where did this guy come from? He's like, I've read this is the first time in this movie he's done anything.
So what? You really think he's gonna use it against us?
Who knows? He might be
Oh,
planning.
this guy, I don't know who he is.
Mad, I tell you, mad!
I remember this guy was, after he got thingy from Screw Attack, I think that was sort of his new Stuttering Craig for a while.
Nuts.
I think they disappeared.
And tell me he's not stupid enough to do something that crazy.
Okay, you have a point. But couldn't the signature have been replicated? In fact, couldn't the whole thing be replicated? How many of you have been listening to that guy recently? Yeah, gets around, doesn't he? Those with brains usually have power over the brainless. Look, I'll have a talk with the critic to see if any of this is true.
What?
He suspects us going behind his back.
He won't suspect us, I'll put it very delicately. Everybody thinks you're nuts.
Inconsiderate prick!
Still 40 minutes of this thing there.
Bog guy is spreading lies.
Oh no.
I knew I should have kept that bog guy around. Blame Phaelus, it was his idea.
I bet when all the change the channel dramas happened, I bet it's what dogs blame Venus. It was all Venus' idea.
I suppose you're right. I mean, I'll win their confidence back soon enough.
There's even a
It's funny because he did not win his co-workers' confidence back in real life after change the
That part
channel.
was true.
What?
Oh yeah, the whole place is wired. You see, I've wanted this place for a long time. And now that I got it, I'm not gonna let anyone take it away from me. I discovered that the world is filled with nasty wasties. And a lot of those nasty wasties want what I got. So, if any of them try to take away what I have, I'm not afraid to go down with the ship. Take everybody with me.
What?
But that's just if one of those nasty wasties shows up. Or if someone in this beloved nation of mine is a nasty wasty. What do you say, Cinema Snob? You're not one of those nasty wasties, are you?
I like now, like, movies decide to have a plot and stuff.
Of course not. Good. I'm glad we had this talk. Take care.
Yeah, I'd rather be watching classic BBC comedy right now.
I do enjoy our little chat.
Alright, after this, I'm just going to go downstairs and watch.
You're right, he's nuts.
I'm half considering
Act fast.
I say we cast
staying up and streaming myself watching the
Yada with his entrails.
Harry and Meghan
What?
interview, because I know tomorrow that is going to be the biggest news in this country. Whatever they say, if they were happy, they were like, "Ah, you know, us and the Queen have decided. We have decided to move on. No hard feelings with the Queen. You know, we just decided it would be that. You know, there's going to be drama in that interview, and I kind of want to film myself watching the drama.
Seriously.
The only thing is 2 hours, and it starts at 1 a.m. UK time. I got access to American TV, so I'll be able to watch it.
Look, I'm the one who brought it up.
I may stream
I'll
it.
be
I
the
may
one
stream
who
myself
takes it
watching that.
down. Trust me, by the end of the week, the nostalgia critic won't be the king of kickassia anymore.
Just Film Brain. Poor Film Brain. I met Film Brain as well. He was at this Alcon as well.
And the cinema stop was like, it's my plan, so I'll kill him. So I ran back here as fast as I could, but they saw me, so Superman broke in, and he killed them all with his
Why did you show any of
He
this?
took me back to his home, where we saw Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the rest of the Justice League. And then we went out to a bar, and we had a couple of drinks.
That's the thing, he never acts like, he's like really straight. That's how he talks. He's like, I really talk like this.
True, Film Brain? Well, I kind of got carried away.
I'm Film Brain. Oh, I can't do it. He doesn't have a I don't know why I started doing live acting. Like, this movie, I used to be able to do a good Film Brain. His talking pattern is really weird. It's like, he'll have sentences as the last word he'll always sort of stick on.
Things I need to do. This better be. Well, that's confusing.
Shows you how old this is. It's not a HD TV in the hotel room. You know, like, most of the jokes in this movie is someone's holding a gun. Someone's going, I got a gun.
What? You are going to have a trial.
God, shoot me. No.
And so it is the ruling of this court that you be found guilty for the crimes against our government.
I like the one guy who actually stuck with him in real life is the one who plays the traitor in the movie.
Cinema Snob, do you have anything to say before I sentence you to your sentence?
Oh, I got something to say.
Make it quick. I don't want to miss Gilligan.
He's just like referencing like
A dream of freedom, justice, and
American TV shows. He's like, that's a joke. Gilligan's Island is a show that is on repeat continuously on American TV.
dictatorship.
You're out of order, Cinema Snob.
You're out of order. They're out of order. The whole system is out of order.
Movie
I
references.
know you're the system.
Um,
That's my point.
I'm putting trains later on tomorrow, so I actually probably could get away with being up that late.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Somebody make him a joke.
Please stop focusing on Drew Warrior and making stuff awkward. Please just stop referencing The Simpsons.
Right. Now,
It makes me
what
sad
should
that
his
show's been
sentencing
renewed for
be?
another 2 seasons. Probably the most undeserving
Come on, nobody has any ideas? Well,
thing ever.
I have an idea.
Right. I have an
It makes me
idea.
sad to think there's people out there who make good content and their content is ended by networks. And then the Simpsons writers come along and like, oh, can we have another 2 seasons? Like, sure, Simpsons. Does anybody watch your show? And even like people who make videos are like, oh, the Simpsons is still good. You go and watch those episodes, and they are the good episodes are barely mediocre. They are barely mediocre. Literally, this is the pattern of good anything decent Simpsons have made in the last like 20 years. something is made, like a film or something is made. The Simpsons do a parody of that film. The parody is kind of good.
I'm gonna catch a cab.
But it's only good because it's just parody. It's like, oh, anything they made. I mean, the town just bullies Bart and just steals. I think that's like the point. I can no longer support a show where 99% of the cast bully the child into suicide. And have to be told the error of their way. You know, after that, I just like, you know what, fuck you, I just want you to lose. You know, I don't care if you just say, okay, your show is just mediocre to bad. It's not Family Guy bad or anything. No, I just want that show to fail. I just want that show just to fail now. Oh look, another kind of funny joke. Remember with this movie, just drag scenes out. He's like, another gun joke.
Managing this hard work. Time for me to get some little shut-eye.
Oh no, a table!
I know this place. It's my room, but not my old review room. It's been restored. Just like at home.
I think once upon a time a guy could just sit in front of a blank wall. And so that's always what, and this Channel Awesome would always do crossover, and they just were never good. Like they do collabs, and they were just never that.
Where are my things?
I thought you would like it this way.
Oh god, yeah, Marty.
Yes, it is I, Monty, from Captain Planet.
You did this? Why?
To remind you of who you are. And to bring
His Captain Planet review was actually pretty damn funny.
the warning is...
I think that's my biggest problem. One of the biggest mistakes Doug Walker made,
Stop being a douchebag!
and in some ways he could still redeem this mistake.
Damn it, Monty, I don't have time for this.
Why did you get rid of Sinless Sound, Critic?
Damn it, Monty.
Is he wanted to make more content.
Is it your destiny to not only be the first,
So what he did, he started doing
Monty.
vlogs of him watching shows, but he always seemed to watch more current shows. Like he watched the entirety of Avatar to review Last Airbender. Which, okay, I understand he wants to review Last Airbender and give it. But it's kind of like, he reviewed Pokemon, and he watched none of Pokemon. He reviewed, like, Sailor Moon, watched none of Sailor Moon. Or, you know, you can see he watched the Bear Man. He did Digimon. You can see, and he was just like, so wait, why does Avatar or the Sun get this, like, special treatment? Like, no offense, those other three shows are way more nostalgic than Avatar was. Why didn't he do a vlog of him, like, watching the original Pokemon? Like, episode by episode? I mean, I know there was a guy who did go on to do that, and it's a really good series. And he's actually still going today. I think he was part of this as well, but he's not in this one.
A full frontal assault by all of us?
But it was just such a good idea. He easily could have done a vlog where he would just start watching a classic series and just talk about, so he could watch stuff like Digimon, which I know he said he wasn't a fan of, but I'm really sure if he watched Digimon, he'd at least watch it through and be like, I respect the show a bit more. Yes, there is dumb parts, but I just always felt like he'd pick stuff like Gravity Falls, and like he just felt like he was just trying to appeal to this sort of more modern fans when he's the nostalgia critic. I would watch the hell out of him watching Pokemon. I'd watch the hell out of him watching Captain Planet. I'd watch the hell out of him watching Sailor Moon. It's just like Gravity Falls is pretty much, I think, was pretty much most just finished airing at that time. I understand, like, he could have done both, but I'm just saying he missed a real trick there, that he only ever seemed to do these vlogs on really current series, when he could have easily gone and done something like Pokemon, and, you know, he would have got loads of views on those videos, I'm telling you that now. Who would have kind of been interested to see that sort of older. It's like James Rolfe did that with Power Rangers. Before the movie came out, and he acknowledged, you know, he'd only seen parts of the show and was really confused because he was a big Tokunatsu fan, and he sort of said I'd turn it on sometimes and it'd be like a giant robot fight, and then other times it was just a load of like teenagers moping around, and he was like, oh, it's just the same show? It looks two different shows. And he, you know, he went back and watched a load of it. I was just interested to sort of see someone who didn't necessarily grow up enjoying the show sort of say, oh, this is like quite interesting going back. Oh no! Oh! How much of the movie's left? How much of Insano am I going to have to put up with? Okay, it's only under 29 minutes of Insano. I just always found Insano such a shit character. It's just like, oh. You just see like hundreds of these guys running around Comic-Con in this like thing with those goggles, like just screaming stupid shit. I realise he looks like that kid from Sailor Moon, like the other. Just talking in that annoying voice. And normally most of the people doing the voice just couldn't do the voice. And he's just, oh. Part 5, Golden Wind. I love it if Giovanni's theme just randomly plays at one point. I would start playing it, but I think I would get strike down due to copyright. The car was like the same as me.
We gotta fight madness with madness.
Yeah, so that would just been like, even today, if Dahl could do something like that, where you just watch the original Pokemon. And yes, there is really terrible episodes of the original Pokemon, but I think I'd go through and be like, okay, I'm one of these people taking the mick of this show, but this episode was generally good. Oh, allegedly, I didn't really mention it because I don't think too much happened in this movie, but there's an infamous document about all the terrible things Doug Walker did, or the company did, and one of the things that came from it was that apparently during this fight scene, the Spoony one ripped his costume, and he got really angry at him, and apparently just wouldn't speak to him for a whole day. But this is the thing, like, what is Dr. Insano doing that none of the others couldn't do? Like, he's just punching him. Like, not like Insano has some, like, super... It's just the fact because they're like, at the time, Insano's just a big cash cow. Yeah, I just remember seeing, like, all this, there's, like, vlogs, just videos about... just like videos about like Noah sightings. I think one of the most recent ones was he just got in a car crash, and he's just like, it's just so weird. And he's just like, this guy was once huge, and just now it just shows you like he literally just stopped making content. And just to start getting really angry on streams and stuff. Ha 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 ha! That was a funny joke. Yeah, it does feel a bit like Family Guy. I should watch Family Guy. I mean, okay, I know Disney would just cancel me or cancel the stream. What? Did you just punch. Just punch. Okay, I'm not okay with that. I apologise to my anyone watching that. I feel as uncomfortable by that last scene than anyone. I kind of even wish I had that on a tape delay. Yeah, I kind of like. I know this movie's had a lot of Duke Warrior in it, but yeah, that wasn't funny or needed. That was not funny. I mean, the entire movie's not really that funny, but that was just uncomfortable.
What do you mean? Well, first of all, I want kickassia. That wasn't part of the deal. I am
But what's the thing? What? Desena doesn't seem to be overpowered.
Oh, wait, another alteration.
He barely took Doug out. I'm sure they all went together.
I would also like my own flag made for me. One with the evolution of man, except with me at the end of the line. Oh, and then also...
God, Noah had an ego as well, didn't he?
When you really need one. Oh, and it better goddamn well have chocolate chip. God help you if you don't have chocolate chip.
Saying chocolate chip over and over again. It's funny. This is what his Garcia's comedy was like. Ha! That one effect on Adobe's After Effects.
Whatever happened to the purity of unarmed combat?
Well, this is just superconductor electromagnetism. Certainly you've heard of it. It levitates bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka. It will levitate my rocket ship.
It's being my Japan trip that may or may not happen at the end of the year. Yep, Vtuber live from Tokyo and Osaka. But we can't announce it yet because I think this movie's almost over.
Standing on your tippy toes, don't you?
I remember like at college finding that effect and just using the hell out of it. I think we all did. We're like, wow, you can make lightning on this program. And we all just like, lightning, yeah! Lightning at each other. What? What? 20 minutes left. 20 minutes of hell. Yay! Another joke is just someone holding a gun. And the sound is like, credits like, someone holding gun? Joke.
Wait, don't tell him! Why not? Well, technically, it's still Spoonie in there.
I think I still want to kill him.
Oh, God! Wait, it's not its fault!
This is like,
What? Well, maybe somebody put him up to it.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, he's just French. They just talk. Go ahead and kill him. I don't want to die!
Someone conspiring against me?
What gave you that idea?
When he says somebody's conspiring against me.
I didn't say that. I still have so much more science to do!
science! That seems to be his entire character.
If you hold in the doctor, help!
No!
Then what's going on?
I want my mommy! Nothing.
Yeah, so literally what happened, I think Spoonie One got to like £5,000 a month on like, what's it called? That website you pay, Patreon. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to make a Spoonie One movie because I said I would if I hit £5,000 a month. And then just nobody ever heard about it ever again. And just everyone, I think he's like below like £500 a month now. Oh God, Santa Christ. This movie just wants like characters from better videos.
Well, gee, that's sad.
This is like, where did this come from?
You just killed Santa Christ.
You all saw it. He came at me with a chainsaw.
We heard gunshots!
Did it come from a gun?
Someone.
Holy
Oh, that. Oh God, the irony. The irony of that last line.
Santa Christ?
Didn't mean to. It was an accident.
I just like the movie can't decide what story it wants to tell.
Guess he is.
This is like the biggest, like, I just considering he's made an entire career about bad movies. And he's just like, this comes from nowhere. Oh, this is one of the more famous scenes of this movie. Hey, bit Mickey.
At least he died a good, strong man. And three-dimensionally.
Hey guys, what I missed?
This is like very Family Guy. This is like
You should have been holding
Stephen Father must have written this. There's another thing I used to love when I was like a younger Tenken kid. Family. I just watched it back and so much of it is bad. Like, classic Simpsons age well. King of the Hills age well. South Park. Even though it's very, like, of its time sometimes, it's still mostly, like, they capture quite a lot of good stuff. It's mostly aged well. Just go back to Family Guy and it really is, at best, feels like a awkward, lol, like, very cute mid-2000s internet video humour. And at worst, really shocking and appalling. I've turned into my mother. She used to hate me watching Family Guy. My own mother. Oh, here comes all the cameos. So we see who's still remembered now, who's still got like a career now. I think Larry's here somewhere. We're all going to cheer when Larry comes on screen. He's just breaking the fourth wall. So let's see if we can... I have no idea who that is. Ah, that's Mike J. He was cool. Yeah, Larry, yes! Oh, there's Sticks and Goggles. No idea who that is. And that was Miss Gamer, little Miss Gamer who was... No idea. That was one of his other characters. No idea who that was. No idea. Is this only... Wow, what a weeb. Some of these people do look 32. Oh, that may have been one of those people was one of the people I fell out with. Can you guess which one it was? Oh yeah, managers pointed out how much of a rip-off of Pokemon the first movie this is kind of. Okay, to be fair, the person that I did fall out with, it wasn't mainly him, he was just part of the group.
Yeah, it didn't work because you're a douche face.
Damn it! We have to think of something and think of something fast!
Hey, what? What was the point of that? What?
I feel like
What was it? It was like the Conway Tree joke. It was never funny. And even like Family Guy rips on it after. And then they keep doing it. And then like...
Last option is Linkara.
Yeah, you might have a point. What do you say, Linkara?
Yeah, you have a gun as well. It's not like we've all had guns for the entire motion picture.
Joe. I know we've had our differences in the past.
We have.
Yes, I don't like
Oh
you very
god,
much.
I remember some stuff Angry Joe does.
Destruction mixed
I can see
with
why some people really don't like Angry Joe.
might serve us well.
So you'll do it?
It's my job to do it.
Yeah, I will say this, Linkara's Power Rangers series is really good. Just his actual main series is just not. He's like, he's been put on this earth to review Power Ranger seasons. He's way better at reviewing Power Rangers than he ever is at comic books. But he has allegedly said when he was hired, they just needed someone to do comics, and he was the only person willing to review comics. So that's how he got in.
Then Monty will come in through Messina. Wait, you can't travel that way. The countries have to be connected. No, they don't. Yes, they do. See those dotted lines? They connect. They do? Oh, I thought so.
Wow, tabletop.
Dice for this.
Do you?
I don't know.
How do you play this game anyway?
Kind of shocked the angry video game there does not appear. Oh, I literally summoned him. I have just literally summoned the angry video.
Red dice, 2 white dice, 6 sets of
Yeah, this is when he did his like board games series.
game has a game board. The first step is
I literally just said, "Oh, shocking the angry video game now is not playing this," and he literally just appears. That is creepy. That is beyond creepy.
territories you already own, then divide the total by 3.
I honest to God have not watched this whole movie. I didn't know he was even in this. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to be the nerd. I'm going to be my way less popular character.
Dice based off the number of armies they have on the territory which is attacked.
I mean, Board James was fine.
Greedy bastard to take over the whole world. And that's
He just has way better videos than Nostalgia Critic. He's just aged way better.
well, thank you for
I actually never saw his movie. I heard it's better than this.
Anyway, whose turn?
I heard it actually has production value.
let's do this.
And I don't think they just throw in a load of internet
What are
characters.
we doing playing a game? We're planning a strategy.
That's so creepy. I summoned him. I just summoned the nerd.
Planning a takeover. Right already.
That's like my special ability, summoning the angry video game nerd.
Who is it?
It's Film Brain.
How do they know it's really you?
I wouldn't want you to know it's me, so I wouldn't admit it was me.
I'm so British. It's so weird how they always invited Film Brain to these, but never Mike. And they were like as popular as each other.
I want to help you.
They were both like the British guys on the website, and they just only ever invite. And even like when Mike J left the website, he was just like, yeah. I was just always pissed off that they didn't never invite me to the movies.
Because of the South Street killed Santa Claus!
And then he made a joke. He was like, from some of these allegations, I'm kind of glad maybe now they didn't invite me.
There.
So you're saying you want vengeance for Santa Christ?
I want his frigging head!
Good. Then we're all on the same page.
I just like this movie cannot decide
Now,
what it wants to be.
just decided that Carlos gonna plan the attack. You just missed a humorous cameo from Board James. We're just about to talk about how we're gonna
Yeah, just someone way rather see.
Very, very good.
Good. Everybody set? All right then. Listen carefully. We've only got a few days to plan this out, so let's get it right.
How much of this movie's left? Oh, thank God, only 10 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes of this pain. I am not looking forward to the third. The third movie is like 3.5 hours long. I'm gonna just have to bring like so much sugar with me for that one.
All right, man.
I'll be doing the second one in a few weeks' time. I think I'm gonna have to like brace myself because these are terrible. These are a pain. Stone Ocean. This has actually generally been agony watching this. And this is allegedly the better one. It actually gets worse as the franchise goes on.
Excellent shot, Mr. Joe. Except for the fact that you missed. Fire again!
Oh, it's the Sega one. Someone holding a gun. That is literally 90% of this movie's jokes.
You magnificent bastard! I read your book!
That's a sheep.
So yeah, these references will age well.
You're here. Joe and Likar have gone insane with violence. Destroy them until they're nothing but rubble! Did you hear me? Annihilate them! Do I have to start paying you so I can cut your wages?
I still remember the time Doug Walker made an autism joke and it was so awkward. And he literally had to apologise for it. He literally, he made a whole video where he was like, yeah, I made a really bad autism joke. I just remember being like, oh man, that's such a bad joke at the time. I really like in one of his Christmas videos, he's like, there's like a puppet show. He's like, wow, only the autistic kids will enjoy this puppet show. I remember at the time, just like, oh, that's just, oh. It's like, that is like just a Family Guy level joke, just so mean-spirited. Just going, like, oh, we need Peter to say, like, something offensive. And he's like, well, he says the R word so many times. No, who made him to say, like, oh yeah, only autistic kids will get. That's like the level of.
After all the good ideas I came up with for you. Just shut up.
I really would love to watch Family Guy on stream, but I know how that would get an end.
Sorry, critic, but you shot one sacrifice two men.
Oh, you're such a twerp.
You're a twerp.
So, you've all been plotting.
Why has he got him in his back? I must have missed the
I fully
scene.
expected Kickassia to kick
Maybe the director's cut. Oh god, imagine there was the director's cut of this.
You've indeed been hanging out with the wrong crowd, critic.
Cinema snob.
How dare you return from your banishment dump?
That was the old order. This is the new order.
It's funny because he'd be the only one to stick with Doug after all the drama. So that's actually kind of hilarious.
Say no?
Yeah, I got better.
The age of Kickassia has come to an end, critic.
Oh, is he meant to be a horse? Oh, I get it now. Just like Hamson Tom, he's like, I got screwed out of screw attack, and now I'm doing this shit.
Bet you're fun running this country, critic. Well, now it's our
This is what.
First rule of order, a move for a medieval ass-kicking of our old president. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion
Ah, another joke
passes.
stolen from The Simpsons.
Wait! I have an idea!
Then tell you the truth, The Simpsons probably weren't the first one to make that joke.
The idea involves,
You
me,
getting
getting,
your ass kicked.
my ass kicked! Me getting my ass kicked! No, wait.
Too late.
Oh,
Hold it!
oh, it's another dog character.
Oh, nothing. Just wanted to make my cameo. Bye.
This shows you how pointless these characters are. Just look at that, like, they're just like something you'd find in like one of those old paint programs from the 90s. Clip art. There's like clip art backgrounds. Just get on like a CD that came free with a magazine.
Didn't even get my rocking chair.
Is he gonna make another Hogan Heroes joke?
It's over. The evil critic is defeated.
Revolution! A new dawn is upon us! The uprising has begun!
Well done, everyone. Well done. Now, seeing as though I am next in line for the presidency,
What?
it's only fitting that I should wear the crown.
I kind of forgot she was in this
You'll
movie.
refer to me as Madam President from now on.
Wait a minute.
She just like, it's totally like she does not want to be in this film.
Yep.
You're not really that nice?
Nope.
You're really not that stupid?
But what I can tell you is this, that I am the new ruminatrix of Kickassia. And there are going to be some new rules around here.
Excuse me, but it was my insight that overthrew this government. So I think that it should be I taking over as acting.
You said this movie's almost over. Ah, only 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes of pain. Sad to think people actually bought this on DVD. I remember there was this video of this one guy, like, buying this on DVD and, like, sniffing it. He was like, oh my god, like, Dagger's touched this. And even when I was, like, a little fan train, I was like, God, I hate this movie. I would never buy it on DVD. Like, even when I met Doug Walker, I think he tried to sell me, like, his this on DVD. And I just politely was like, buy the art card. I'm not going to buy. So now he's alive again. What the hell? What the hell? I just want this movie. I thought the Rap City Streets kids were bad.
Wait a minute, why?
At least that wasn't offensively bad.
I'm sorry. Have you ever been dead before?
No.
Have you ever risen from
I think I've like killed
Yes, not.
so many brain cells.
You don't have any sort of frame of reference now, do you? That's okay. Here, have a fellow.
What?
God, I love this game.
What? What?
Listen, this task wasn't any of yours to take, now was it? Aren't you happy with your online shows? Aren't you glad that people actually give a crap about what you have to say?
Okay, this movie's just
Get
like.
back to that nice Mr. Ball fellow. It was his place originally, after all.
No, he's right. Let's give Mr. Ball's land back.
Freedom! Wondrous freedom! Shine and bask in the
I like how this family had just been reading books together. Oh, there was some really hilarious story about behind the scenes of this. I think someone like took something from the fridge, but they weren't allowed to, and Doug had to like tell everyone off while he's dressed as Bison, like about them stealing drinks from the fridge.
I don't believe you!
Because like the guy who owned the country moved.
Very well. For the honor and of kickassia!
We should make a VTuber. We should make managers should get on that. We should find me some other VTubers who want to make a movie. We'll make a VTuber movie called kickassia, and we'll make a country like me and Exy and that rest of that crew. I think they'll be up for that. I think we could have a better plot.
Hello. Because my team can't run a nation, because I can't run a nation, we've decided to give the nation back to you. So you can own Molossi.
Oh, thank God this movie is almost over.
Who's never mind to begin with.
Oh, Christ. Alright, when you see the president, when he shows up, can you tell him that Molossi is his again?
I will relay the message.
I realised that the last half of the movie had lack of this guy. That's why the last half was so painful to sit through. The only good actor.
And so, all are departed away. The great shroud of the desert rolls over the nation. Good night.
Yeah, we have like no gun jokes and no punching women in the face joke.
The beauty of
And no people who are allegedly a paedophile in it.
now is the winter of their discontent. Did they not learn that it
And hopefully in 20 years' time, me and all the other people in that movie would still be talking to each
did
other.
they not discover that diamonds are forever, but tomorrow never dies? Did they not recall the old Klingon proverb?
Because apparently there was supposed to be a fourth movie.
Served cold.
And this was happening just before all the drama happened.
That all is
And I think Mike J was saying that he still wasn't invited.
No.
I think it was meant to like be a werewolf movie or something. And they said when people dropped out, they literally just kept the script the same, even though the people they were like getting replaced with. Hooray! It's the end! Last Angry Geek. Mike J. Guru Larry! I was kind of showing this artwork here, it's actually quite nice. Instead of saying it has to be on a Has to be on such a terrible movie. Oh, it's almost over. I wish there'd be a Guru Larry movie. I know there's an Ashens movie. It's way better than this. Oh well, they have to have a post-credit scene.
The end, kickassia.
Yeah, there needs to be like a the Ashes movie is way more watchable than that. I know he's done a sequel recently, but yeah, he's way more watchable than that. Have you ever what's it called? Hunt for the Game Child. I bought that on DVD. I bought Hunt because I think Ashens was at Comic-Con. Oh yeah, that's a funny story. Like there was this one year Ashens. I was a massive Ashens fan. He's a really awesome YouTuber. If you have not seen him, check him out. And what's it called? He was supposed to be at an MCM and they screwed up somehow. And I think he thought he could just be there for the Saturday. And what happened is he essentially got kind of, they just wouldn't let him into the convention. They gave away his stall to someone else. And it was so annoying because I was walking into the Comic-Con and I saw him like walking the other way. So he must have been like sent, and I was so annoyed that I didn't like go up to him because he probably would have made like, I easily could have given him like, bought enough merch from him to like make his like train fare down there worth it. So yeah, it was just really annoying because it's like I found out later on that he'd essentially been kicked out. And I was just like, oh no, I saw him and I could have got stuff. Yeah, that movie was terrible. I'm really not looking forward to watching the second one. That was just pure torture. That was not a nice movie to watch. It wasn't, I mean, the bits that were funny really weren't worth it. Considering exactly how funny those people were all at the time, it should have been a home run. It should have been a fun little movie, but just everyone feels like a copy of Doug Walker. There's just so much plot that doesn't make sense. It's just, unfortunately, due to one person being in there, it's just very uncomfortable to watch. And of course, we just had that really horrible joke that happened. I don't even really like talking about it. I think most people had forgotten that joke happened. And yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. Best part about this was being with all you guys and eating popcorn. But apart from that, it was a pretty horrible movie. Right, I'm gonna head off now because I'm getting a bit tired, and plus I want to watch something good and I find out what happened to Still Gaming and find out what this Hogan Heroes was. No, I think it was still better than Dancing on Ice. I think we need to be fair there. At least it had some original ideas, unlike Dancing on Ice. Whoa! But yeah, I'm heading. Yeah, I think I'd rather watch Family Guy. There's better episodes of Family Guy. Just a lot of Family Guy just hasn't aged well. Anyway, lovely seeing you all. I'll be at work and yeah, I'm going to be chugging down the railway. Got a lot of shunting to do this week, so I'll be back next weekend. We'll probably have a few streams there. I may do a stream later for the Oprah special. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, the Harry and Meghan thing, just because I know how much drama is going to come from that. Like, you know, it's not just going to be them sitting down going, Oprah, we just decided, we're gonna change. Rest of the Queen sat down and we both really wanted different things, and the Queen was like, you know what, yeah, like it's time to move on. Let's I'm looking. Yes, manager, I am about to look up Still Gaming. Actually, I'm gonna do it now. Yes, Family Guy is on Disney Plus now, isn't it? Still Gaming. Right, I'm doing it now. Still Gaming. Okay, I found his YouTube. Okay. There's just a shot of him like showing his foot. Okay, he still has videos. Oh wow, he's even. I think he is a VTuber now as well. I'm not joking. He's a VTuber now. Oh my god, we should send something over and say, yo, should we collab? Or at least it's thingy. Yeah, he still makes videos. I think I'm subscribing to this. Yeah, so thanks, manager. It's just funny, like the main. I would show you on camera, but of course, we can't see. Yeah, it's just like him showing his foot to the. It's just like, oh wow, you're trying to appeal to a certain part of the internet there. Right. Anyway, it was lovely seeing you all again. Hopefully, I'll be on again next weekend. Sorry for the errors yesterday. But until then, I'll see you around. Okay. Bye bye.